The United Nations Human Rights Council convened its periodic review of the state of human rights on Wednesday, this time with the focus on Qatar. Representatives from over 90 countries convened in Geneva to take part in a process aimed at improving human rights in member states through dialogue between countries, allowing governments to point out shortcomings and recommend ways to enhance freedoms the world over. The main criticism when it comes to Qatar has been the mistreatment of migrant workers. Rights groups such as Amnesty International claim that dozens of foreign laborers have died in Qatar as a direct result of this. Also of concern to some countries is the issue of kafala or sponsorship, whereby foreigners working in Qatar are sponsored by their employers and only allowed to leave the country with their permission.
While the UK welcomes the recent efforts made by Qatar to promote the rights of migrant workers, we urge Qatar to reform the current sponsorship system as a priority and ensure the labour laws in place are effectively enforced.
The recommendations made here at the United Nations are not binding, but Qatar insists it is taking the concerns of the international community regarding its human rights record seriously. Officials at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs point out that the country is moving in the right direction by implementing everything from legislation banning human trafficking to a comprehensive revamp of the country's labour laws. Sheikh Mohammed bin Jassim Al Thani headed Qatar's delegation to the UN session. He says that whilst there is room for improvement, Qatar has achieved a great deal when it comes to issues of human rights.
We've issued a law banning human trafficking. This law penalizes many crimes that could occur, particularly against domestic workers. We also adjusted the labor laws, making it illegal for employers to withhold workers' passports. Qatar has also signed up to many international treaties, including those of the International Labour Organization.
Officials also point to the fact that when it comes to women's rights, Qatar is well ahead of many of its regional neighbours, with women occupying many senior positions within government and state institutions. The right to healthcare is also guaranteed for all citizens, as well as the right to an education. Since succeeding in its bid to host the 2022 World Cup and as a result of the rapid rate of construction and development in Doha, Qatar has found itself under the spotlight. The country depends heavily on migrants and domestic workers. Rights groups and the UN want Qatar to move just as fast when it comes to safeguarding human rights of all those living there. Jamal Al-Shayal, Al Jazeera, Geneva.